My college is like a city. You turn in here, it's pretty much like a city. Alrighty. All this is the college, it's the big campus, real big. And there is the dormitory, that's where we all live at. And then the area over here is where it's called the academic side. It's where all the campus is, where all the different buildings. Each building is a different school. So you got a lot of different buildings. There's like a map and everything, but that's where we all stay at. I lived on campus, moved here in 1992. In the fall of 1992 is where I started. And then I was here all the way until like 1996. And that's one of the schools over there. Oh wow, they're constantly adding more to it. I could have sworn I heard they were building another division down in Dubai. But wow, they changed my building around. Building 7 was one of my buildings over there. And then some of these buildings weren't even here back in 1982. All this stuff over here is totally new. Then they have their own apartments and stuff for their own students. It costs $19,000 a year to go here, so it's expensive. But I have got a scholarship from art, even though I had to pay for my last year, or 2 years actually. But the first 2 years I got a scholarship for. Section here are the apartment buildings that people, I guess you could call flats. The only people that go to this school, this college, they rent out these apartments here. That's what this is. Alright. Yeah, they're all apartment buildings. But when I went to this school, like none of this was here. These are new. But they still had the other apartment buildings back that way. My homeboy used to live in one of those ones back that way. We're behind the school now. Because back there is the engineering building, and then Wallace Library. There's a huge cafeteria that I used to work at when I was younger. I went there. There are more apartment buildings. Old school now. So we got a football field or soccer field / tennis. We didn't even have this when I was there. Now you got all the good stuff when I'm not there. Wow. Now we're in the dormitories. We're in the area where people live at. I mean, the people that live on campus, like where I used to live at. Over there is the cafeteria straight ahead. I lived over there. One of the years I lived over there. Another year I lived over there. Another year I lived over there. Trust me, that's like one of the funnest times I had when I was in school and I was living here. It's pretty fun. Oh, back in the days and stuff, we used to go to all the college parties and everything. They had some college parties here, but a lot of the college parties took place at other colleges. Because in Rochester, there's other colleges. So sometimes, even an hour away, and even in Buffalo, there was college parties there. So me and my friends would ask my mother to borrow, or my father to use to borrow the car, and we would ride to these different college parties. We would go to the malls and all that stuff. I'd be driving my friends around. We had a lot of ball. We had like a lot of fun, should I say, to the mall. Back around towards the beginning. The campus is big, very big. The NTID area, that's where the College of the Deaf, there's deaf students there that came here to do sign language. You got a big track here. That's the track right there. And that huge place there is a gym. Everybody be packed in the gym every night. I was there every night, every day. And yeah. And people being there showing off and stuff. Of course, obviously the dudes used to be trying to get big in there. Everything was all about showing off in front of the girls on campus. I guess you could say, I'm gonna keep it real, that's how it was. Trying to be big and everything. All right, we're leaving RIT. We're leaving the RIT campus. The whole time I lived here, I really rarely went home. Even though it's funny because I lived on campus that was in Rochester, And then, you know, my family, we live in Greece, but sometimes I would go home, I don't know, maybe once in a month, whatever, on a weekend, and definitely the holidays I would go home. And I would bring some of my friends with me, but for the most part, I don't know. I think I enjoyed life living away from home. Once I got a taste of it in 1992 of moving here, and didn't have no rules or parents telling me to do this, do that. I got used to my own way and being free, starting with 1992 when I lived here in campus. And then I had to come home for the summertime, which I used to dread and couldn't wait to go back to college for the fall. So you're home for the summertime, and then you go back to school in the fall. And you're there from like August all the way into May. And then once I moved back home, I had to adjust to being home. And I couldn't wait to move out, obviously. We are in Webster. Turning into Plaza in Webster. Yeah, it's a big plaza. This plaza has a gym in it. LA Fitness is big, a huge gym. That's the one that's in Greece too. See, what happens is a lot of these suburbs have a duplicate of the same stuff. Oh no, this is not the mall, this is a plaza. Yeah. So a lot of these plazas have the same thing. So if you live in Webster, you get a chance to go to a plaza. Live in Greece, they got their own plazas. See, people park in the parking lot. There's shops and everything on the other side over there. This is Kohl's. Rush used to buy stuff at Kohl's. Yeah. There's Target over there. Man, Target just like, what the heck? Storage at this plaza over here. Some kind of store. Let's go see the stores over here. Plaza is pretty big, kind of almost like an outlet. Sally's, TJ Maxx. So you got on the cars, like open places for people to park at. Dress barn. Yeah, so Rochester, the suburbs have plazas. Like cities is just like downtown and that kind of stuff like that. But really suburbs are filled with plazas, big plazas that people park their cars and they just walk around. And that's how it is. That's basically the model of all of the United States, because you go to all the big cities, Atlanta, everywhere, and but just the differences with the other cities compared to Rochester is that their downtowns would be much bigger than Rochester. Yeah, these digs. We're gonna cut through the parking lot. Their downtowns would be much bigger than Rochester, and they got the plazas, the suburbians with the plazas, and a lot of them in some of them bigger cities have even bigger plazas. Yeah. A lot of them have bigger plazas. This is Barnes & Noble's bookstore, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, so some of them have like fancier plazas and all that kind of stuff like that. And their downtown is big. Where Rochester is dominated with their suburbs. Their downtown is like, all right. We got another plaza over there. That's where Wegmans is at. Wegmans is the supermarket. what major shops are in the plaza. So when a person's driving by, they can see what shops are in the plaza. Just so they know what, like, just in case they, looking for a particular shop and there's a Kohl's in there, which Rasha goes there, so we'll go to the Kohl's there in that plaza. So that plaza is mainly geared around Wegmans, the supermarket. But all the suburbs have a Wegmans, and the Tops. Those are the grocery stores.